Wonderparlement
in Straatsburg.
Today we have the privilege of discussing a groundbreaking topic, revolutionizing our throwaway culture, the right to repair. Here we are joined by a key advocate for this cause, representing the Greens, EFA, in the European Parliament, Mr. Malte Gallée. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, to start, I'm going to present myself. My name is Nada. I'm an international volunteer with European Solidarity Corps, and we are here in the Parliament with WEN Radio from Mulhouse. I'm here with my colleagues, Elena and Gvansa, and we're going to ask you some questions about this topic. So, to start with, can you explain what is the right to repair entails and who stands to benefit from it?
Of course, I would love to. First of all, maybe let us all look back. Well, most of us young people, we don't really cannot look back so far. But especially older people, they know that, like some decades ago, things we bought, they were still repairable. And which means they could last forever. If you bought a washing machine, this washing machine, you probably would have it for half of your life. But nowadays, there is a change in the way companies design their products, because, of course, they want to sell more and more of them, which leads to companies designing products in a way so that they intentionally break the planned obsolescence. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this concept, so that the lifetime of products is shortened with intention. And we thought in the European Union that this is a really, really big problem. And this is why the European Parliament came up with an initiative report. So the European Parliament said, we want a law that forbids all this and that makes sure that products are repairable again. And since the Parliament has no right to initiative, so the right of initiative is with the Commission, this means we had to wait until the Commission was like, okay, we will come up with a proposal for a law to fight this problem. And the Commission came up, and now today we voted on the parliamentary position on this law. So this means we still have to go through trilogues. So the Council and the Commission and the Parliament, we all together have to meet and to negotiate the final version of the law. We are already on a really good way.
Congratulations for this first step that you took.
Could you tell us what is the real profit of your policy, for example, different initiative like repair coffee? Coffee, sorry. Repair coffee. What is the real profit, for example, for economic way?
Yeah. First of all, I think the real economic profit, of course, is for the consumers. Because consumers have to spend less money on the products that they buy over a lifetime. It might be, of course, that some products become more expensive because they are more valuable, because they have to be designed, they have to be produced in a better way, which is then also, again, another law. It's the eco-design regulation, but still. Also, like if we look at like what we oblige the companies to, for example, we oblige companies to repair products if they are repairable. Currently, it's the case often that products are repairable, but the companies, they just refuse to repair them and instead force you to buy a new product. Or that, for example, spare parts are super expensive. One of my favorite examples is it's a TV. I'm not sure what brand it was anymore, but the TV had a price of 350 euros, and just to replace the screen. So if you would want the screen as a spare part, guess how much the screen was?
Probably the same price or more.
The double price?
Yeah, it was 420 euros. So it was more than buying a new TV. And I guess each and everyone can immediately see
another one.
what and see how stupid this is, and so this is what we also try to ban by forcing companies to deliver spare parts at reasonable price.
Okay, how do you think it would affect innovation, maybe?
Well, I think it will be a boost to innovation, since we want companies to, of course, make sure that these products are repairable again. Well, as I said, it's another law. That's the eco-design regulation. The right to repair, this is basically just obliging the companies to repair and to offer the spare parts. So this will probably not have an effect. But as I said, the eco-design regulation, this will be a big boost to the innovation. I mean, like all these laws, they go hand in hand with the bigger goal of making our consumption more sustainable, of spending less money on the same service. And this means a true boost to innovation, because there will be competition again. Currently in so many product areas, or for so many products, there's no competition, because the companies themselves, they own all the rights to the spare parts. And if we open that up, like it is with the bicycle industry, for example, you can use a tire from any company for any wheel, because they are just the same standards. So by standardizing these sectors, we make sure that there is competition around the spare parts, and by that make sure that the market works better, because the best spare part will win in the end and will lead to a market success of this company.
Nice. That's really significant to hear. But there are some concerns that the right to repair legislation might disproportionately affect manufacturers, potentially like affecting innovation. So how do you respond to concerns that this could stifle technological advancement?
I would say this kind of technological advancement that would hinder a right to repair has no justification, because we want products to last, we want products to be repairable, and I think this value is bigger than a potential harm to innovation. If it's a shitty innovation, then we can we don't need this innovation, I think.
Moreover, two questions. The first one is related to there is some contradiction or opposition between European Union policies. Especially this afternoon, I was attending to a press conference related to the policy Zero Net. So Zero Net is aiming to reduce regulation, rules, and constraints toward industry in order to facilitate settlement and relocalization of our industry. And at the same time, with the right to repair policy, we are fighting in industry strategy to increase profit and also to destroy our environment, or to how can I say, to spend, to waste the primary resources related also to the primary resources that we need to ensure supply. So in my point of view, it's really difficult to understand such contradiction. In one way, we try to reduce regulation and right to repair, try to increase regulation and constraint toward industry. So it's confusing.
I totally get the point that there are companies that are really suffering of too much bureaucratic burden. This indeed is a problem for many companies. But of course, the solution to this is not to do laws and to not put up rules anymore. The solution to this must be that we think about how do we ensure this bureaucracy? How do we ensure that these companies get support in this? This is the solution. And I think in all this area, it's really important to also establish some kinds of cross-finance mechanisms, for example, so that the big players subsidize the small players, so that it's not always the big players who profit of this new legislation. But to say, okay, we have too much reporting or too much bureaucracy, and therefore not following rules anymore. I think if we follow this way, we can stop doing politics completely.
Okay. And my second question was related to what you were saying just before. Then, if we fight against obsolescence, against waste, we will... I forgot my question exactly, but you said that the price need to increase. And then this policy, this strategy to fight against obsolescence and to defend the environment, in fact, it will be only for the wealthiest population? It's also a question.
Yeah, I understand that people could have this impression, but I would strongly argue against. Because all these cheap products currently that are on the market, they are not actually cheap. They are really, really expensive if we look at their overall costs. So if we think in the long term, this law will ensure that all products become far cheaper for the consumers because they have to spend less money on the same service. No? Also, it's also some kind of bet in the industry. Like the companies tend to put cheaper products on the market to basically erase the good working quality. And then, as soon as they killed the good quality companies, then they can raise the prices again without changing the quality of their own products. But because they created this monopoly, they can just do that. And this is what we really want to fight with this legislation.
Thank you so much. Thank you for explaining this topic for us. Thank you, Mr. Gallée, for shedding a light on this transformative legislation. It's really like a pivotal moment in our journey toward a circular economy. Thank you for also giving us time. And some of my colleagues want to say a word?
No, I guess it's a beginning of the journey, and just wish you luck.
Good luck for your next steps.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Wunderparlement. Wunderparlement.
Yes, do you have my voice?
Wunderparlament. Apprendre à faire de la radio.
Il presidente.
Ucz się radia. Aprende a hacer radio.
Leer radio maken.
Chaque mois au Parlement européen à Strasbourg. En el Parlamento Europeo de Estrasburgo.
W Parlamencie Europejskim w Strasburgu. Czekamy na Ciebie.
In Straatsburg.
Toi aussi, tu peux venir.